Let's have a look at the grid then for this first heat for our X30 seniors. Lucas Ellingham steps up to senior this season and starts this one from pole position. So we've got 3 drivers on my records as moving up to seniors this year. Alice Bourchier, Lucas Ellingham and Alex Johnston. So there's Lucas Ellingham, the number 99, Jack X Racing with the green and red helmet. On the right of your screen we'll have pole position, and this is going to be quite a ferocious race.
Absolutely. X30 Senior, as we get ready for the start, as you can see, look at all those cards, and it is green flag as we go into oblivion there. 99 leads, as just look at maximum trajectory, someone launching down the inside there.
Be good to see a couple of our new seniors having very, very strong runs here in the first X30 Senior race of the year for WMKC. This is arguably the strongest field of the day here at WMKC today. There is your leader, Lucas Ellingham, over start finish in the number 99 final. We're on to the last lap though. Lucas Ellingham, can he get his first win in X30 Senior here at WMKC at the first time of asking? He's got a 3.18 second lead. Lucas Ellingham is looking like he's going to win. Lucas Ellingham takes the win in X30 Senior. Very, very well done. X30 Senior heading out on circuit shortly for their second heat. Let's have a look at their grid. Lucas Ellingham and Nathan Amos start on row number 9. So here we go then, X30 Senior for their second heat. Lucas Ellingham won the first heat. Away we go then for the start of this one, 8 minutes plus 1 lap. Then Lucas Ellingham's moving his way through the order as well. Is up into the top 10 and also the fastest driver out there on circuit at the moment.
So we've got Lucas Ellingham, who has set the fastest lap of the race at 45.2.
On Caelan Burbage, and Lucas Ellingham coming through as well, the green and red helmet there, racing for Jack X Racing. And this is in fact a very interesting battle here, because you've got Lucas Ellingham there in the blue, white and red, and just behind the number 36 of Nathan Amos. They saw a great battle early on as Ellingham goes down the inside of Burbage there. Amos follows through. The two of them working together at the moment to fight through the order. So Herbert, Ellingham, Amos, 6th, 7th, 8th.
As you can see, things are going to get very feisty down in that group between the 99 of Lucas Ellingham and I believe that was the... is it the 32, I believe? The 28 of... You see, just under a minute on the clock left. And we've got a little bit of a battle between Lucas Ellington now and I believe that is the 39 of Matthew Herbert there, trying to catch up to Lucas Ellington, get on his back bumper and potentially do something on these what will be now the last 2 laps of the race.
Will do indeed. So Ellingham, the reigning X30 Junior Champion here at Whilton Mill Kart Club, up to 5th place. And having already scored a win in the first race, is another driver who, after 2 heats of the 3, putting themselves in a strong position. That's Lucas Ellingham, strong again in 5th place. Let's look at the grid then for this third and final heats for X30 Senior. Lucas Ellingham start on row 16. Lots of fast drivers at the back of this grid. Are we ready for a race here? Yes, we are. 8 minutes plus 1 lap. Away we go for X30 Senior Heat 3 today at Whilton Mill. They've put some great moves out there, like the Bourchier and Lucas Ellingham, who by the way is up to 11th place in this race already, especially when it's on drivers with more experience at this level. Lucas Ellingham is also started to go even quicker. 45.01 for Ellingham last time around, is now up to 8th place and has just gone quicker again in the first sector. And the number 99 of Lucas Ellingham not too far behind as well. And I think this is a real changing of the feel in this X30 Senior competition as Ellingham goes down the inside of Harry Torpey, and Lucas Ellingham, Nathan Amos, Alex Moody, Joshua Torpey and Oscar Joyce wrap out the top 10. Race number 32 on your agenda here is your grid. Lucas Ellingham in his first race in the X30 Seniors here at Whilton Mill. Your reigning X30 Junior Champion starts from pole position.
As we prepare for the start, we've got the 58 racing for the 99 Lucas Ellingham. A little bit of strategy here going on for the start, and has it worked for Lucas Ellingham? Yes, it has, as he leads going into the first corner. Very, very interesting idea from Lucas Ellingham to hang back, and it has worked to gain him the advantage going up towards Christmas for the first time. So here we have multiple ages. Lucas Ellingham still leading away. Roy Johnson second, and Sam Heading in third.
Coming through the first sector, well, it's another 10th out of the lead for Lucas Ellingham.
There we see Lucas Ellingham going through the final corner. Again, activating the human DRS, as I like to call it, as he goes down behind the steering wheel to try and minimize his drag. Of course, being a relatively tall driver compared to some of the others.
Gap, though, at the lead in front, 0.18 of a second. Sam Heading is right there on the rear bumper now of Lucas Ellingham and is into the 44s. Here are your leaders going into the boot now. Sam Heading will just try and use the next couple of laps to figure out where Ellingham is strong, where Ellingham is weak. Not going to be many places where Ellingham is weak, because he knows the circuit very, very well, being a junior champion around this place. But down the inside, there goes Sam Heading into the lead. Now, can Lucas Ellingham fight back, or will he work with him at this stage? Because the next group isn't that far behind, 1.5 seconds. There's still a lot of time in this race remaining. Lucas Ellingham is starting to fight back. He's just set the fastest lap of the race so far, 44.97. Is this some tactics at play by Lucas Ellingham? He's held himself 0.4 of a second back from Sam Heading, so that's not a terrible place to be at this stage of the race. Has he saved some tyres? Has he saved some of the pace for the latter stages of this one to apply the pressure to Sam Heading? This has been a really, really good final. Lucas Ellingham second place on his first go here in seniors. Getting ready then for X30 Senior. Very, very keen for this today. It is a very, very strong field. Lucas Ellingham has pole position, and as we say, this is possibly the strongest. I mean, in terms of drivers that I'm looking down this list and thinking, well, they could win today, it goes pretty far. Lucas Ellingham, the form that he's on for Jack Dex Racing, you arguably make him the favourite, and he's got a good chance here starting this first race from pole position. Lucas Ellingham got more points through the heats, which is why he leads the championship. So Lucas Ellingham has a 10-point lead at the moment. Grid heading out on circuit. As I say, this grid, you know, if I just look at it, I know it's a heat. This is how exciting it is today. Lucas Ellingham, he could win this. So the number 99 there, Lucas Ellingham. Green, black and red helmet. Nathan Amos, the red helmet, number 36. 8 minutes plus 1 lap here for the X30 Seniors. Eyes on the lights, the flags. Away we go then for the start of heat number 1. Great start for Ellingham. Sweeps across the front of Nathan Amos there to take the lead as they go through turns 1 and turns 2 for the first time. Will lead up to Christmas Corner. Down into Ashby Corner. Ellingham leads. We'll count them through at the end of lap number 1 here. So it's Lucas Ellingham leading.
We've still got Lucas Ellingham leading. He's just taken a good 0.8 of a second out of Nathan Amos, so he's got already commanding 1.5 second lead.
Lucas Ellingham still leading though at the front of the field ahead of Nathan Amos. Lucas Ellingham 45.48 last time around. Nathan Amos 45.44, but crucially JJ, 1.64 seconds is the lead for the driver of the number 99.
Yeah, brilliant opening few laps here from Lucas, and he's just commanding this race as professionally as he possibly can.
Gaining some good points. There's your leader, Lucas Ellingham, reigning X30 Junior Champion. He's stepped up to the seniors now, and it's been a very impressive step up, if I may say so, from Lucas. We've seen many drivers over the years step up from X30 Junior to X30 Senior here at Whilton Mill Kart Club. Sometimes it takes a bit of a while for them to, you know, and it is that cutthroat nature of this class, JJ, because it is seniors, it is ferocious, and the way Lucas has taken to it here is very, very impressive indeed. 1.47 seconds still his lead over Nathan Amos.
Absolutely, it is a sink or swim, and he is swimming beautifully.
About halfway around the circuit is Lucas Ellingham. There he is. Thank you very much, guys on cameras. Coming into Osiers now, so this will be the penultimate lap of this X30 Senior Heat. Still the gap, 1.44 seconds ahead of Nathan Amos.
But just Lucas got those brilliant opening few laps to get that gap, which is what he needs. It's what you need to do starting on the front row. Just try and give yourself as big margin to the guys behind as you possibly can. And as these are only 8-minute races, you've got the time to be able to do it.
Lucas Ellingham, though, continues his fantastic graduation here into X30 Senior. Round the final corner, takes his second heat victory of the season from pole position. Tyler Reid and Lucas Ellingham, winner of heat number 1, start this race on row 7.
If by any chance you're watching this and you're from you're not from the UK and you're looking at this thinking, oh my god, what on earth are they lot doing? This is what we do. This is go-karters in the UK. This is what we normally have to deal with. This is what we have to deal with, and we come here and we do it and we love it every single time. This is why we're all absolutely insane.
But look, I think already there's a tint of the sun coming out, so this is going to be an absolutely crackers race. 8 minutes plus 1 lap for the X30 Seniors at a very, very wet Whilton Mill. Away we go then for the start of this one. I can't even tell you who's come out of there in the lead because the rain and the spray is coming down that hard.
Absolute chaos is the only way we can describe it, and it's absolutely fantastic. So here they come then, slow motion-y almost, down into the boot compared to what we've seen through the rest of the day. Lucas Ellingham, Caelan Burridge, Joseph Ahrens and Harry Torpey rounds off your top 10. We've also seen a change for third place, Lucas Ellingham up into third, just overtaking Tyler Reid. He's also the first man to dip below the 1 minute. He's done a 59.1. He's massively faster than the guys around him. He's got a second faster than the race leader. So keep an eye on Lucas Ellingham, the number 99 car.
Lucas Ellingham has taken second place away from Archie Garlick.
With this battle for
Lucas Ellingham still in second place. And we wait now to see who comes home in second place. It's going to be Lucas Ellingham. More good points for Ellingham both today and in the championship. X30 Seniors about to go out for their third and final heat. Here is the grid for it. Nathan Amos and Archie Garlick. This is there from the back of the grid. Drives are on row 14. Likewise for Lucas Ellingham. We are racing. We're away for 8 minutes plus 1 lap here in X30 Senior for their third and final heat. Yellow flag, as we say, is out, so they will have to go past that point and then start racing. Joint biggest mover on that last lap. First lap were Lucas Ellingham and Vishal Patel, up to 18th and 24th places respectively. Lucas Ellingham is absolutely flying here today. He's up to 11th place and a set of 46.05. He is properly in tune with that Jack-Tex Racing prepared machine today. This is very impressive.
Lucas Ellingham dipping into the 45.9s now, so he is on an absolute charge. Only 6 seconds off the lead. Obviously, not. I don't think there'll be a chance of getting involved in this battle, but it will be interesting to see how far up the grid he can get.
Lucas Ellingham still on the move, by the way. He's up to 8th place now. He's gone past Joshua Torpey and Ty Stansfield.
Lucas Ellingham 6th.
This is your X30 Senior final order. Joseph Taylor has pole position, Lucas Ellingham alongside on the front row. We're ready then for what I reckon is going to be one of the tightest finals of the day. Lucas Ellingham leads the championship. There's a lot of drivers capable of winning an A final in this field. Just to go over each. Oh, it's Ellingham's round. Ellingham has spun on the formation lap. Now, can he get back into position?
Some of the most experienced drivers here today. Here we go then for the race start. Looks like we are we good to go? Yes, we are. And
Lucas Ellingham did not get back into position. He's had to start this race massively out of position, having spun on the formation.
Still fighting for second place. The guys, the times aren't too different, so we are at exactly the cut-off point, and he's finger to the air thinking, I've got this. Lucas Ellingham has just set the fastest lap of the race, obviously on slick tyres. Just taken so much more speed through Christmas Corner, where we were told that is where it is raining more. We'll watch the gaps as they come through, as we can see them. Who
was that going slowly from about 4th or 5th place? It wasn't Ellingham. It might have been Sam Heading. We'll know in a second when someone doesn't come through sector number 2. It's Harry Torpey's come through. It's Ty Stansfield. Is Ty Stansfield in trouble again? Steve Brown is moving pretty quickly, was the fastest driver through sector number 1.
I think it might have stopped raining because look down the inside, but Joshua Torpey now sort of getting a grip of the conditions, and now it looks like there's the 99 getting past Alex Tollington as well. So Lucas Ellingham coming through the grid. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this again. If more rain comes,
the number 73 of Harry Torpey just clipped the back of Alex Doddington there. He's done plenty of races in the wet over the years with these kind of black tyres on. Time around it's up 3 positions to 11th.
It is very rare in karting, certainly from what we're used to in the commentary box, to see these to see tyres playing a massive part in it, because normally we never have a choice for what tyres we can put on, and normally the tyres are good enough to last for the whole event.
At the Fast R 2021 WMKC Championships round number 2, Lucas Ellingham, having spun on the formation lap, takes second place, and some more good points for his championship campaign. Here's a grid then for X30 Senior Heat 1. Lucas Ellingham is on pole position. Oliver Henwood, that's a bit of a big front row there for the start of today. Stacked, this is the word that I'm going to use for this X30 Senior field, because there's a lot of talent on it, and away they go for 8 minutes plus 1 lap. Great start for Lucas Ellingham. What we come to expect from the most experienced field. Lucas Ellingham won't care for that, Chris, because he leads as they go through Ashby Corner.
Crucially, Ellingham getting away cleanly. I'm very excited to see Ellingham race today. X30 Junior Champion, and has taken to this series like a fish.
Yeah, we sometimes see juniors takes them a few rounds to get used to the cutthroat business. Ellingham has taken to this level of club racing very, very strongly indeed. Lucas Ellingham now has nearly a second over Nathan Amos. Lucas Ellingham has put a 45.14 in astonishing paces. Another new fastest lap of the race from your race leader, 45.06 this time around for Lucas Ellingham. Lucas Ellingham, he's really impressing me this season. A 44.75 last time around. As much as this trio will try, they haven't got a hope, I think, in this race of catching Lucas Ellingham up, unless there's some form of mechanical issue with the car. Lucas Ellingham is just pacing this one home now. He's backed off a bit. He's just done a 45 dead. Doesn't need to push the car too hard. Just try and save his tyres a little bit across the course of the day. But Lucas Ellingham, in imperious form this season, is going to take another victory, possibly his most dominant of the year so far. Lucas Ellingham takes the first heat in X30 Senior. Well, there is your winner of heat number 1, and I don't think that's the last time we'll be describing Lucas Ellingham at the front of one of these fields. X30 Seniors heading out on circuit now for their second heat of the day. Let's have a quick fire run through their grid. Lucas Ellingham and Oliver Henwood on row 7. Away we go then for 7 minutes plus 1 lap. All looking very clean through the first corner.
The gap to the group ahead is 1 second, as who we're looking at here? Well, Lucas Ellingham's involved, going down the inside there. I think that was Vishal Patel in number 95. Yes, it was indeed. So, the championship leader working his way through. Thomas Byrne was the fastest driver out on circuit last time around, 44.95. However, that's just been beaten by you-know-who, Lucas Ellingham, 44.75. He's on the move into the top 10 now. Massarello in second, Forber in third now. Lucas Ellingham has got past Nathan Amos on that last lap and is into the 44s as well. That's 7th place for him.
Here comes Lucas Ellingham as well. Lucas Ellingham's gone down the inside, going for 5th place. Did he get the move done? Yes, he did. So Jordan Brown, I think, caught a little bit napping there, maybe preparing himself for the last lap. As a result, he's lost 2 positions. Massarella in 3rd place, Ellingham down the inside up to 4th place, gets past Forber. This has been another great drive from Lucas Ellingham, showing his prowess at this senior level. Lucas Ellingham fights back to 4th place. Grid time for X30 Seniors, their 3rd and final heat of the day. Lucas Ellingham, brilliant form so far this season. How will he do here from row number 13? Away we go, 5 minutes for X30 Seniors and their final heat of the day. Lucas Ellingham's trying to find his way through as Lucas Ellingham continues to drive through the field. Standing spins! Oh, Lucas Ellingham's out! Lucas Ellingham is out of the race. Well, what has happened there? I wonder, has he had contact with another driver? He was charging through the field, but the championship leader is out, and that is surely going to compromise his grid slot for the final.
Hopefully not too much. He did have a Heat 1 victory and was, if I remember rightly, right up there in Heat 2 as well. Not in the top 3, but certainly running quite strong. So hopefully that doesn't compromise his grid position too much. But certainly we could see him have some work to do in the final.
Here's your grid then for the X30 Senior final here at Whilton Mill today. Lucas Ellingham and Cameron Coombs are on row number 6. Place, clean start for the X30 Seniors, what we come to expect from the fastest, most experienced field in this kart club. The interesting thing for me here, Chris, Lucas Ellingham, there he is, number 99, dominated the first 2 races, retired from the 3rd. Can he pull himself back onto this podium?
I would not put it past him. I'm fully expecting him to make a charge up the order, and we've seen it's already started. He's made moves already on this first lap, and he's making some more in there.
Lucas Ellingham coming through as well, so Ellingham's already up to 4th place at the end of lap number 2. Incredible stuff from the driver in the number 99.
That's why they don't want to squabble, but here comes
Ellingham, already up to 3rd place now. Has he got past Jordan Brown? Yes, he has.
So Ellingham's just been released now. Clear air, he's going to be hunting these 2 down. And if Johnston and Keane keep squabbling, they're going to get past by him. He's just done the fastest lap of the races, Ellingham.
45.36 from Ellingham last time around. We saw him in the low 44s earlier in the race.
Ellingham, another fastest lap that time around.
Yeah, and he's into the 44s now, 44.95. He's gone purple, sector 1 and sector 2. Oh, hello. This is going to be a big lap from the driver in the number 99. A cross start finish, a 44.81. And he's less than half a second behind Alex Johnston now. We'll start getting a little bit of a tow up the hill towards Christmas Corner.
And he's closer to Johnston than Johnston is to Keane. The reason we're so excited about Ellingham is because he's come in as the reigning X30 Junior Champion and has just come into it, and he's been a natural at it. He's so fast already, when a lot of people would take some time to get used to it. But he's already taken 2 wins before this weekend, and he's certainly continuing that strong form at the moment.
He's got to get past Alex Johnson though first before he thinks about going for the lead of this race, and that's easier said than done, especially when there's traffic coming up as well.
He's not won a final yet, has he? So 2 P2 finishes, so this could be a bit of a record moment for him this weekend.
That is very, very true.
He's got to run now up the hill, surely into Christmas. He's having the look up the inside on Alex Johnston and takes second place. And it's only half a second up to Alex Keanes in front. The charge is on.
I think that's wise from Alex Johnston. I think he recognises that Ellingham's got a bit more pace than him at this stage of the race. But now he's got a driver in front who can hopefully tow him along back onto the rear bumper of Alex Keanes. So Johnston, I think, is playing the long game here with 3 minutes to go. And there's that traffic that we mentioned. I think it's Anki Stenning.
He's going into the pits.
Yeah, so Anki Stenning pulls off. That's very sportingly from Anki Stenning. Doesn't want to get in the way.
So Johnston here will probably hope that when Ellingham makes the pass on Keanes, he can follow him through pretty quickly. And look at Keanes ducking down, trying to get every little micro mile an hour he can get down that straight.
The trouble for Johnston is he's lost the toe already to Lucas Ellingham. Lucas Ellingham is just a little bit too quick today.
Yeah, they've bolted already, haven't they, the pair of them?
However, we did see that the reason, as down the inside goes Ellingham, and that is how you do a move into Osiers. That was brilliant.
That was great from Keanes. He recognised it early on and decided to fight for another day. So Ellingham on course now to take his first victory in a final this season in the X30 Senior class.
Still a good amount of racing to go though, and we've seen this car have issues so far today in the third heat, and we've seen it happen to other drivers in finals so far this late afternoon and early evening. Fans of Lucas Ellingham are probably cursing my name right now saying that, but 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. He's had 3 heat wins so far this season. 2 seconds, as Chris has mentioned, in the finals in rounds 1 and 2. Just over a minute to go. A few more laps for Lucas Ellingham, who's had to fight back here. Very, very hard to get to the front of this field, but he has looked a cut above the rest here in X30 Senior today.
Absolutely, and he's not even continuing to chuck the pace at it. He knows he's got the speed if he needs it, but he's not utilising it at the moment because he knows he doesn't have to push now. He's just maintaining that half-second gap over Keanes and Johnston.
Time is up. Lucas Ellingham will see the last lap board this time around. If the last lap board is out, then Lucas Ellingham's lead is 1.07 seconds. Well, this has been a long time coming, and it's been very much due. Lucas Ellingham is a winner in a final in X30 Senior. He takes round 3 of the X30 Senior category here for the Fast R 2021 Whilton Mill Kart Club Championships, and it's a comfortable win in the end from 11th place on the grid by 1.37 seconds. This was one of the key moves on Johnston for second place by Ellingham there. This was the move for the win into Osiers, early apex, and got the block done early in the corner. That was the key thing there. Didn't give Keanes any opportunity to fight back. Takes a fantastic victory.
That's a move of the day for me, right there. Fantastic.
Let's have a look at the grid then for this first heat of the day for X30 Senior. Lucas Ellingham, a real force in this championship so far this season, starts on pole position. Lucas Ellingham then leads this one from pole position. Are we good for a race start? Yes, we are. 8 minutes plus 1 lap. Very good start for Lucas Ellingham. Will lead.
Now they're almost 3 wide. I think one was always going to come off worse, and the unfortunate Kieran Ragg just seemed to be the loser in that one, but has got going again. There you see him right at the back.
I was being asked whilst I was down at Rye House yesterday about Lucas Ellingham, and is he that quick? And in my opinion, yes, he is, because I think the key thing for me this season with Lucas Ellingham, we've seen drivers step up from juniors before, many times. Lucas, of course, our reigning X30 Junior Champions. What's impressed me with Lucas this season is just how quickly he's got to the front of this still very strong senior field. For me, this senior field across the board is no weaker than it was in 2020 or 2019. And the fact that he's there at the front of every single race and pulling away from the rest of them it's been very, very impressive throughout the year so far.
And looking very smooth at the front as he takes the second lap. Ellingham just breaking away at the front here. The gap goes up to 2.6 seconds.
Lucas Ellingham, though, look at this, 4.76 seconds. out ahead of the rest of the field. Last lap board is out then for Lucas Ellingham, championship leader at the start of the day, 308 points. But here comes Lucas Ellingham, who we've not really seen much of in this race, and we haven't needed to because he's been dominant again out front. Lucas Ellingham takes another victory in this brilliant X30 Senior season that he's having for the Fast Star 2021 Whilton Mill Kart Club Championships. Another very good result for Lucas Ellingham. At long last, the X30 Seniors have been waiting for a while for their second heat. Here is their grid. Lucas Ellingham, the last of those not on the novice plate. Away we go for 8 minutes plus 1 lap for X30 Senior. They've been very, very patient and they've had a very, very good start. I know we've been waxing lyrical about him so far today in the season, but Lucas Ellingham, started at the back, is already up to P10 here on lap number 4.
Going to keep an eye on Lucas Ellingham now up to 9th place. Perhaps here Martin would say Lucas Ellingham, 9th position now, got a lot of work to do to get up with the lead. Ellingham with the fastest lap of the race, 4.2 seconds adrift in 8th place. Lucas Ellingham again, fastest lap of the race, lapping very quickly, 44.70. Fastest lap of the race, 44.6. Ellingham up to 6th place, 3.9 seconds covering the top 6 drivers. Ellingham's in front in 6th place, who's pulling them all in turn, and I think they could get involved with the leaders if they carry on as they were.
That's a change for 5th place. Ellingham now down the inside of Burbridge in the 32. How high could Ellingham get in this race? There's still, what are we looking at, 3 more laps for him to get round. Lucas Ellingham takes it from the back to 5th place in that heat. I imagine he will have pole position for the final.
Lucas Ellingham with a good fight through to 5th position, of course, our winner of the first heat. And I think sometimes, Andrew, that's what it's all about, you would say, is if you're starting quite back in the field, Ellingham there finishing in 5th, it's about getting a decent position and a decent shout ahead of the final. Penultimate race of the day, it's the X30 Senior Final. Lucas Ellingham leads them away from this. Is the Senior X30 Final. And Lucas Ellingham, the driver to watch this afternoon, leads them round the final corner. You would say on paper perhaps the favourite for victory, but certainly I would say 4 or 5 drivers could well be a factor for victory in this one as well, as we see the premix floating in the air. They come onto the main jet very shortly, of course. Round the final corner they go. Lucas Ellingham leads them from Christian Brooks, and here they go over the line.
This one is not going to be easy for those at the front of the field. 10 minutes on the clock and counting. Good start for Ellingham. Will lead out of turn 2. Clean start from the X30 Seniors.
Archie Former looking good on the first. Oh, there's a bit of banging down the hill there.
Eight minutes and 12 seconds to go. What can anybody do about the pace of Lucas Ellingham here? 1.24 seconds was the gap at the last count. He's a slight bit up as well through sector number 1.
Lucas Ellingham extends the gap to 1.43. Lucas Ellingham leading though by 1.6 seconds. And this is, I think this is quite a rare occasion in these finals. For the first time this afternoon, we've seen a driver start to run away with it slightly. As Lucas Ellingham lapping the 26 of Curtis Louis and leads by, let's have a look at the split when they go through, 2.6 second lead. Of course, as we know in racing, Lucas Ellingham 2.67. It looks a fair gap out there, but one mistake and you'd say the chasing pack would be right in there.
One mistake or one issue out of his control. It's been seen here before at Whilton Mill. Obviously, we don't hope that on Lucas Ellingham, as he thoroughly deserves to be in this position.
Lucas Ellingham then, 99, your race leader. Around the final corner they go. Let's have a look at the splits. They make their way through. Their second place still, and the gap goes up a bit now. So Ellingham pulls away slightly. Oh, Ellingham's just gone through ahead of the timing loop there. So effectively, we're going to go for another lap. Stansfield with a nice line out. None of this, of course, bothering the race leader Lucas Ellingham, who goes through Christmas for the final time down towards Ashby. and there you can see on the camera angle just how big the gap is. So Lucas Ellingham has pretty much got to just try and keep it together and bring it home on this final lap.
Well, Lucas Ellingham into the final couple of corners now has not been any lower than second place so far this season, and he takes another final here in X30 Senior. Lucas Ellingham wins round 4 of the Frastar 2021 WMKC X30 Senior Championship. A very good day for Lucas Ellingham, another win here at Whilton Mill.
Let's take a look at the grid then. It's going to be championship leader coming into today, Lucas Ellingham on pole. Here we go though, Lucas Ellingham leads them away into oblivion for the first time today in the X30 Seniors, and up the hill they go. And it looks to me like it's been a good start by Ellingham. Lucas Ellingham leads though, Nathan Amos in second, Oliver Henwood in third, Jake Yanagasawa in fourth, and then it's Alex Johnston to round out your top 5. Lucas Ellingham still leads, and that's the thing. I'm not sure that this pack can do enough and calm it down enough for long enough to catch up onto the back of Amos for second, and certainly Ellingham in. We do need to draw our attention though to start-finish straight soon, because coming around the final corner now is Lucas Ellingham in the 99. There he is. It's going to be Lucas Ellingham who's going to take the race win in dominant fashion here. Your grid then for X30 Senior Heat 2, Oliver Henwood and Lucas Ellingham. Away we go there through Ashby, but on the whole that all looked working together. He felt he had the pace advantage over Jordan Brown and has got up to second place. So it's Vishal Patel from behind, and I think they hold station for now. Jordan Brown, who he's got past on this lap, reporting to the pit lane. I wonder if it was that which I heard. Right with him, and that's Archie Forber now past Jody Pettit as well. So Archie Forber up into 7th place. Over him as well, trying to get by, but Jordan can't find a way through for now. New fastest lap of the race actually from Lucas Ellingham, trying to keep with Archie Forber here as they both try and pursue onto the back of the 4th, 5th, 6th place battle. Basically got onto the back of him. And then again, another fastest lap of the race from Ty Stansfield. Takes the gap down to 8/10 of a... Might come into play, I suppose. Lucas Ellingham in 7th. Here's your grid then for your Senior X30. Lucas Ellingham and Nathan Amos are row 2. Here we go then. Away for the final there. Into oblivion, and the crook they go. Up the hill for the first time. It is still Ty in the lead as they come up the hill. Lucas Ellingham, excuse me, though, has had a great run up the hill there. Struggling to... I think Alex Johnston was involved in that, because I'm sure I saw... and I think as well we saw a spin for Dan Hackett as well, in between Wilkins and Oziers. So, yeah, that's an interesting first lap there. Lucas Ellingham in the lead, Ty Stansfield in second, and Vishal Patel in third. Here's your battle for the lead. Lucas Ellingham in the 99, the 22 of Ty Stansfield, and the 95 of Vishal Patel. Working his way up the order though. Let's see what we do. Lead battle then comes on to lap number 4. Ellis Bourchier not too far off the back either. So we go back into the same sprint karting theory lesson. How long do you bide your time? When do the gloves come off? And when they do, how do you execute the move? Jordan Brown past Jerome Phillip. Thomas Massarella past Benjamin Southgate for 8th place. Mason Weir past Mick Banner. And this is for the lead of the race, excuse me, Ty Stansfield. Brilliant run up the hill to get past Lucas Ellingham and get the job done there. So change for the lead. And now Ty will see what kind of pace he's got now that he's back at the front of this field. It was a great run up the hill for Stansfield. Vishal Patel though keeping both of these drivers honest. meaning that they can't throw caution to the wind with a single move. Jordan Brown past Mick Banner for 11th on that last lap. Thomas Glyde past Jerome Phillips. Some great battles going on throughout there. You can just see actually a good battle developing over 5th place between Nathan Amos and Archie Forber. Ennis Porsche a little bit in no man's land between these two packs at the moment, but certainly could become a factor. Alex Keane's not too far off either. And that is Lucas Ellingham back past Ty Stansfield. So they're clearly not working together too well. I mean, they're not holding each other too much with these moves at the moment. Coming up the hill, this is where Ty was so strong a few laps ago. It doesn't go for it this time. Feels almost like a bit of a cycling peloton at the moment. It's like, no, you have a stint at the front. Now, I'm getting tired of getting all the drag. You go to the front for a bit. Mick Banner and Thomas Glade currently in a good battle over 12th now. After there's been a few changes around, I mentioned how John Brown was working his way up the order. So you can just see how the top 7 there could all start to come together. It all depends on how fast these 3 can be in this next phase of the race, and also how long this next phase of the race is. Because if the gloves come off earlier, then if you're Alex Keanes, it's a good day. Otherwise, you might have a very quiet rest of the race. Glide now up to 12th, by the way. Jerome Phillip in 13th, Mick Banner in 14th. So all battling away there. Massarella and Southgate as well, quite close together in their battle over 8th. Which is there they are. You just saw them come into shot. I've been talking a lot about the top 7, but there is a battle going over 8th place. Just over the halfway point in this final for X30 Seniors. Senior Max will be on track after that, and then we will finish off our day. The Honda Cadets A final. Come up there at this point, I've thoroughly enjoyed my first visit of the 2021 season to the Faster WMKC. Support of Faster very much appreciated. Head over to befaster.com. That's BFASTR.com for information about them. Here is the move from Ty Stansfield, and again it's a good run up the hill, but this time he's gone quite deep into Christmas Corner. Is that going to open himself up to a counter-attack into Ashby from Lucas Ellingham? No, it's not. Ellingham's going to leave it as it is for now. You can see behind them how Archie Forber and Ennis Porsche have come together. In fact, has Forber gone past Porsche? Yes, he has. Excuse me, that was the last lap story, Howard. Forber past Porsche in 4th place, but it's critical that if you're Ennis Porsche now, don't fight that. Just work together. Try and get onto the back and turn this into a 5-car battle at the front. That's what you want to do. Ball says very cool live timing website. I'm guessing you've gone to live.alphatime.co.uk, and there's the Alpha timing page there. There's loads of top tips I've got for how you can utilise that page. That obviously you've got the driver tracker. If you want to track a particular driver, click on their number plate, and it will select them. As there's some traffic here just being navigated. So if you click on their cart number plate, it'll select them in a blue dot. If you click on it again, select it in a red dot. Click on it again, it takes away the dot. So if there's someone in particular you're following, select them. You can maybe highlight them in one colour, highlight who they're chasing or fending off in another colour. can also click on drivers' names to bring up detailed lap chart information. Certain Mr. Mather from Double Dash Motorsport Media has come in. How many races left? We have the Senior Max final after this one, and then it will be the Honda Cadet A final. So still a couple of races to go here after this one at Whilton Mill. Ty Stansfield though at the moment just with a few kart lengths in hand now over Lucas Ellingham, but you don't get the feeling that this one's fully run yet. They're not as close together as they were. Jordan Brown past Benjamin Southgate. That's a recent change for 9th position. As I say, if you're the likes of Nathan Amos in 6th or Alex Keane in 7th, you might be there just a little bit going, oh, you were supposed to fight more than this. You were supposed to hold each other up a bit more. Here's Archie Forber and Ellis Borsche, which is not a battle that's done yet. Forber did a good move on Borsche a few laps ago, but they're waiting to see. They're waiting to see when the dam breaks on this fight at the front, if it breaks. Because has Ty Stansfield now just got enough? And I say enough, he's got a quarter of a second. So no, he hasn't got enough. In fact, this looks like a very good last sector of the lap from Lucas Ellingham. What is the gap now? Yeah, scratch that. He can't rest easy at all, can he? Coming up the hill this time. What's Lucas Ellingham got? We've seen several moves from these two up the hill. They're both quite strong in the wheel tracks of each other. Coming up the hill. Through Inkermans. Down into Ashby Corner. And if you're Vishal Patel, you've been biding your time all race long. You're really hoping that these two are just going to start roughing it up again properly on the last couple of laps, that you'll just be able to read a moment perfectly and have a nice opportunistic move. Still the battle going on in that sort of 11th, 12th, 13th battle. Thomas Lyde past Jerome Phillip now. We've lost Jody Pettit, Oliver Henwood and Harrison Pugh from this race. Through the top of the circuit, our leaders come for the penultimate time, I would wager. And if you're Archie Forber and Ellis Borsche as well, at this point you go, right, we're not catching them, or if we are, we'll be very, very lucky. Now the gloves can come off between us as well. So expect to see Forber going defensive here in that 4th place battle as well. We keep our eyes, though, understandably so, on the final lap for this top 3. Vishal Patel is closer to Ellingham than Ellingham is to Stansfield. Stansfield has a quick look over his shoulder, and Vishal Patel's still saying, no, 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 you keep going, I'm not going to attack you at this point. That's an interesting one. I suppose Patel does know that, you know, he doesn't want to lose the opportunity for the win, but they're running out of outright opportunities here. Through Wilkins, and there goes Vishal Patel. He's gone for it into Wilkins now, of all the places to go for it. That was interesting. And has that already neutralised any more fighting here? Ty Stansfield is going to come into the boot and run it round the last few corners. And Lucas Ellingham in second. In the end, it's all about that single moment for Vishal Patel to strike. Interesting place to choose to strike with that move in Wilkins.
Another huge grid for this one. Lucas Ellingham in 5th and Alex Johnston in 6th. Will we get a false start or will it be all okay? Looks like it's fine as we move into the first corner. A lot of jostling going on. The 17 gets pushed out wide. That's Oliver Henwood dropping down from 1st to almost 5th position, I believe. 22's on his outside. We've got the 99. That's Lucas Ellingham round the outside at Christmas. What a move from Lucas Ellingham there to take the lead of the race. Fantastic from here. You could see him under the brakes. Just got it perfectly. What a great start. Best start of the day from any of the races. It's definitely Lucas Ellingham still in the lead. Lucas Ellingham is, of course, still in the lead, but he's really made a nice gap now at the front of the pack. It was 4.1 seconds. It's still 4.1 seconds as they come across the line now. Lucas, just being so fast, is able to get across the line and start a new one before the timing tower can keep up. But there's Lucas Ellingham taking the line and taking the win for a fantastic Senior X30 race. Here we go, Heat 2 of X30 Senior. Lucas Ellingham in 90. Let's have a go. Can we do it? No hand gestations. That's a good sign. Let's go through the first few set of corners. And they're all moving down the back straight. Here we go, up into Christmas corner. Oh, I did see a kart in the background there. Gets slightly raised up on the rear end of another kart. Managed to exit it very quickly. So is he going to go for it? 32 with a late move. Not really a move, more of a bullying other way, and they are going to have more contact. There's the 99. That is Lucas Ellingham going for the move of the inside of Mason. Mason continuing to drop slightly down the order. But Lucas Ellingham moving nicely forward now up into 6th, is he? This very striking helmet. I like his helmet and the suit combo with the cart of the all blue and then the helmet with the green and red. Oh, very nice, very nice. And he's clearly got the pace to match it as well, as he's continuing to move through the field. There's a cheeky little move. That's Lucas Ellingham continuing to move forward in the 99. He goes past Thomas Byrne for 5th place. Really gotten himself involved with that front pack now. Chasing down. I believe it's now Brandon Matchell in front of him. Frustrating for him. As there we go, there's Lucas Ellingham making another move. Looked like the 88 nearly rode him as he went through there. I think it is 18. Yeah, I think I am correct in saying it's 18. Not sure if I am. It definitely says 88 on the cart, doesn't it? Definitely says 88. Cool. I wasn't going crazy. I'm glad to know that. Moving through the pack nicely. Hasn't quite been able to close down that gap on Jordan Brown. Jordan really putting in some lovely pace. And then both kind of doing quite similar lap times. But Lucas Ellingham actually being the fastest out on track right now, doing a 45 dead on that last lap. Dropping into the 44s on this lap. Fastest driver out on track by quite some way now. By about 2/10 on that last lap. And he's moving up very nicely, pressuring the 37, is he now? That's Scott Smith in 3rd. Can Lucas get past him? I think he can. It's more a case of where. He looks for it onto there. Very decisive move there from Lucas. Makes the move stick up into 3rd and gives him the universal sign of let's move forward together, sir. Which, I mean, in his position makes sense. But you've still got Vishal leading this group with Lucas Ellingham now just behind him. Still going to have to follow him through. Going to try and get the switch back, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. As there we go. We see the rest of the field far with Lucas Ellingham in 3rd place. What a storm through the pack from him. Lucas Ellingham rounds out the top 20. X30 Seniors come across the line to start the race, and we're looking good for this one. A lot of jostling in the mid-pack. Looks like someone could make a good move of it around the outside. Oh, there's going to be a big crash. Luckily, we got the tyres there on the Marshall post. We got 2x2x2 going into the final corner. But yeah, lost definitely at least 5-10 positions there. Again, I've got to give a big shout out to Lucas Ellingham in the 99. Putting in great pace. He moves up again that lap up into 6th position. Okay, Lucas Ellingham just behind in 4th, 5th and 6th, as this is what we look to. Lucas Ellingham has actually passed Benjamin Southgate now for that 5th position. And now he's chasing down the 65. Chasing down, he's gone for it, sorry. Past the 65 with Thomas Glide, and Lucas Ellingham moves up into the 4th position, sorry. Really putting in the pace, isn't he, today? Moving up the field swiftly, concisely, professionally. Very nicely done from Lucas Ellingham. Yeah, quickly making his way up through the field. Think, or see as he goes through the timing screen now, it looks about 1.5 seconds, I would say, from my eyes. Yeah, just under 1.5 seconds between Jerome Phillip in 3rd and Lucas Ellingham in 4th. But Jerome Phillip doing a 45.6, Lucas Ellingham doing a 45.3, and was battling traffic. So, I have to watch out what happens there. And as I say that, Jerome Phillip is now only 7/10 in front of Lucas Ellingham. My goodness, a 44.9 from Lucas Ellingham last lap. That's 0.5 seconds faster a lap than Jerome Phillip, who's ahead of him. Just as I've said that, Lucas Ellingham has indeed passed Jerome Phillip for 3rd place. But Lucas continuing to put in the pace. Lucas Ellingham still 2.5 seconds behind, so unlikely he's going to be able to challenge on this final lap. Still put in a brilliant performance to move up into 3rd position. Lucas Ellingham started 18th in this race, and he's up to 3rd. Lucas Ellingham in 3rd, doing some fantastically fast laps, with a 44.95 being the fastest lap of the race. Lucas Ellingham on pole. He's been doing a fantastic job all day. Let's see if we can hold that on track. But here we go. Across the line. Start the race. And here we go. No false start, I do believe. We're going through the first corners, and the leader is off. The leader is off already. Manages to rejoin just okay, does Lucas Ellingham. And someone's gone through the huge puddle on the outside there. There's a move for the lead. Lucas Ellingham goes very wide. He might even lose 2 positions here. Not quite. He's going to try and fight back though onto the 74, but that's it. But side by side are Lucas Ellingham and the 304 of Alex Johnston. Lucas Ellingham holds the inside though and holds his 3rd position. Trying to keep a hold of that medal place. That's Lucas Ellingham and the 304 of Alex Johnston continuing to battle throughout the lap. Go for it, sir. There he goes for it. The 304. Low, so late on the brakes. Gets slightly stuck on the... Oh, there is contact as they come back together. Lucas Ellingham and Alex Johnston. Their battling has allowed for the cars behind to re-catch up. The 304 is going to go for it again into the left-hander. He's going to do so. Lucas Ellingham's going to try and get the cut back, which he does. Just about, but he's going to get put on the grass. It's sideways, he's sideways. He's held it. He's just held it. Lucas Ellingham, that was incredible. Bullies back out the way, the person who was trying to re-overtake him. That was the 32 who bullied out the way. But he has been overtaken by 2 other drivers, as well as Alex Johnston. So we're going to see a replay of that now. Look at this. Maybe Alex didn't even see him. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt exiting there. You do exit all the way out wide. But, yeah, Lucas Ellingham getting a good exit, going out wide and just getting squeezed onto the grass. And as Lucas has just found out, dropping down to 6th. And now we can see Lucas Ellingham continuing to struggle a little bit. He's got the 75 of Jerome Phillip now behind him, and now ahead of him. Might be trying to do the same as he did last lap. He's going to go the other side this time. Knows he shouldn't, he doesn't want to get punted off on the outside again. Round the outside though. Nice move from Lucas to retake the position. We still see Lucas Ellingham in the 99. He's down in 7th now. Finding it a little bit challenging out there, but managing to hold off Jerome Phillip for that 7th plate. What's going on out on track is Lucas. Very, very close to each other on lap times as well. I'm being told through my ear it's raining quite a lot. Yeah, we could see on that other camera that it was starting to... There we go. You can see it again on that one. Starting to pummel it down. Christmas corner camera really showing justice to the elements today. Yeah, the drivers again now having to deal with, obviously throughout most of this race, they've dealt with it getting drier. So finding out where the grip is as it's getting drier. Now they've got the absolute oblivion of finding out where the grip is now it's getting wetter, which is definitely a lot harder. Lucas Ellingham in 7th,